Hello my fellow coffee beans and welcome back to my cozy corner of chaos, and today we are going to be talking about something special, the Stardew Valley Graphic Novel, Before the Farmer, and what life in Pelican Town looked like a year before your arrival. And to be honest, I've been wanting to talk about this book for a really long time and finally got my hands on a copy to share with all of you, without spoiling the entire thing of course, because you obviously should buy a copy for yourself. But let's get cozy, grab a little snack, maybe get yourself a cozy blanket, and jump into what life looked like before you arrived in Pelican Town. The story begins with you as a child on your grandpa's farm playing. You can see his farm is flourishing with plants, fruit trees, animals, bee boxes, and of course, the Junimos, happily living their lives with the beautifully illustrated images that make you feel like you're almost there as he hands you the letter. Now, this book did in fact come with said letter, but I will be saving that for the end. The chapter then changes to the first spring prior to you arriving to Pelican Town, showing the Junimos waking up, coming to the valley, and enjoying life amongst the community, which was thriving. Grandpa's farm was growing and lively, the community center is full of people enjoying themselves, and everyone was happy. But then your grandpa gets sick, and with his death came the death of the farm, which hurt the town's economy. So that summer, the town got together and decided to put together a luau in hopes of bringing in some extra money to the community, and the governor was pleased. So pleased, in fact, that he decided to get help with their money crisis and introduce Lewis to Morris, an entrepreneur with a big company here to make all their money problems just go away. And though Lewis was hesitant, the town needed the money, and so he agreed to help. But this led to Pierre losing business, villagers getting jobs that didn't really pay much, but it's a job with a promise of a quote-unquote thriving life, as they begin to steal from the community, robbing it of its shine, its friendliness, and even the museum's artifacts. But how can you beat those Joja sales, right? I mean, 50% off coupons, healthy instant meals, easily ready, and again, thriving in the lazy side of life. And slowly, the community isn't meeting up anymore. They're too busy working for Joja, and they don't really need to cook hard meals or meet up at the community center for anything. There was just no point in keeping the community center open even, so Lewis locked its doors, with the Junimos still inside. But at the end of fall, right before the beginning of winter, the town received a notice that a new farmer was coming to town. And Jas and Vincent are very excited. Who's the new person? What kind of life will they bring? Will they get to play on the farm again? So much excitement, telling everyone in town, getting everyone excited, and calling you their star of hope. During the book, you can see Lewis gathering seeds on the floor after Grandpa's passing and placing them aside, and while also seeing the town nervous and excited to meet you, potentially getting back to its roots, with the book ending in an epilogue. You, on the bus to Pelican Town, envelope in hand, ready to embark on a journey of uncertainty after leaving a life of hardship behind and entering into the unknown. Finally ending the story with the letter, just as Grandpa gave it to you. And of course, I was waiting until this video to open it, but it was as you suspect, the infamous letter reading about being crushed by the burdens of modern life, giving you his farm, and to say hi to Lewis for him if he was still around. And that's the story of Before the Farmer, at least summed up in around 5 minutes. The story where Stardew was once flourishing, where it turned to, and how it was about to be. And to be honest, I have never felt more satisfied with a purchase in my life. This book, you can tell, was made with love. You can tell every little detail was thought out and planned, down to the emotional drain and exhaustion of Jojamart, to the sparking joy of the Junimos awaiting your arrival. And I would honestly recommend it to literally any Stardew Valley fan. If you're interested in getting a copy, which I highly recommend, they are available for purchase in the Stardew Valley official store on Fangamer, and honestly, just wow. Like, wow, I cannot stop looking at the artwork and how amazing it is. I did also get the official Stardew Valley 1.6 guidebook, and I gotta say, that book deserves its own special video because it is enormous and so packed full of detail. But tell me, have you read this graphic novel? What do you think of it? And are you or will you be getting your own copy of it? Let me know below, and otherwise, as always, be smart, be safe, make great choices, and love your people.